Welcome back to part 3 of Tomorrow's World Plus.
Coming up, we have the bar that floats even when you're sober.
But first, Glasgow was home to one of Scotland's most famous architects, Charles Rennie Mackintosh. His buildings feature on the itinerary of many people visiting the city, but it's only recently that his designs have been fully appreciated.
Forward thinking is still a characteristic of Scotland's second city, as Lindsey, Fallow and David Wardell find out as they go looking for more garden shed inventors.
This week, Inventions Plus comes from Glasgow and the John Logie Baird Awards, which are held in the city every year in commemoration of Scotland's very best inventors and inventions. Now, whilst I try to get down from the very large Finiston crane, David Wardell is checking out an invention which can safely be said to have changed the world forever.
This is an electromechanical televisor built by John Logie Baird in 1928. It was the first television receiver to be commercially available to the public, and it was even used by the BBC in experimental broadcasts. The television, of course, has become part of everyone's daily life, and at the John Logie Baird Awards, the finalists are hoping that their inventions will become part of the tools and technologies that we use every day.
Hi, this is PolyCraft. We make wide-bodied stable boats. As you can see in this case, a wide body, but there's a tunnel through the middle, so this makes the boat go through the water very easily. We've also got canoes, which are 4 times as stable as standard canoes.
This is a submersible shellfish growing platform, 12 metres wide, 7 metres high. It's loaded with, when it's completed, 40 tonnes of shellfish. To get the shellfish on, we load with ropes, and then after 2 years, we put air into the top, float the whole system to the surface again to market the shellfish.
This is a multi-purpose invention invented by Stan Hogarth, who was the regional winner for Lanarkshire, and it's called the TriPal. Now, TriPal, interesting name. What does it do?
Okay, it's a multi-purpose device, as you said, and it opens up very simply, such as that, so that you can stand on it to look over the crowd when you're at events such as golf tournaments, racing, horse racing, equestrian events, and so on, parades even.
Anywhere I go, I could do with one of them,
yeah.
particularly talking to Peter.
Okay, it's also got a seat on it. So, so why don't you have a try at that?
Have a go, right, because I've had to go on some of the spiky ones before and they're not always particularly stable. Oh yeah, that's good. Good posture.
Absolutely, it keeps your feet off the wet ground. And you're not balancing on a spike or anything like that. It's very comfortable, isn't it?
Yeah, it is actually very comfortable. Does it do anything else?
Yes, it does. It's also, there are a couple of holes here. Now, the idea of this is that when you're at these events, you end up eating and drinking, of course. So you have a plate of food, and you end up with a glass of wine or soft drink. So you've now got somewhere to rest it whilst you eat your food. And it makes the event so much more enjoyable.
So it's like a little drinks table.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the most important thing about it really is that when you are moving in a quick moving event like the golf tournament, you have to get along quickly, so it has to collapse quickly. Slip it on your shoulder and you're off to the next event. Okay.
Sold, the lady in the purple jumper.
Yeah.
That's amazing, that's so sweet.
Okay.
So how did you come up with it?
Well, when I was attending these golf tournaments, I saw people carrying ladders and bottle crates around and standing on them to see over the crowd just at the important times, of course. And so I decided to try and come up with an idea in the garage, of course, initially.
So you work at home inventing in your garage?
Yes, I do, yeah. And this, of course, was made professionally. This is a prototype, and we expect that the later one will have another device which you can pull from here, and it would be a camera tripod when it's in its open position.
Right, so you can screw your camera on the top as well.
Right.
Amazing for a first invention. Well, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll get the expert to see what he thinks of it.
Okay, thank you.
So, David, you've had a bit of a play. What do you reckon?
Well, I think it's great. I really do think that this product has got great possibilities. Huge market. The amount of sports people out there that carry around all sorts of weird and wonderful things to stand and sit on. The fact it's multifunction. It's a lovely prototype, this.
It's really gorgeous, isn't it?
He's put it together well, but I've spoken to him about it, and he thinks that they can make it at the right price and sell it at the right price, which is crucial, because if it costs too much to make in the first place and it costs too much to sell, no matter how nice it is, nobody's going to buy it. So they've thought all that through. There's a few little design points that he's going to pick up on when it goes to final manufacture, but I think it's got real possibilities.
How difficult do you think it is as an inventor working at home alone in the garage to come up with an idea and really see it all the way through?
Well, it's not necessarily difficult to come up with something. I mean, invention is all about finding problems and solving them in new ways. So Stan with this had his own problem which he solved. And if that solves a problem for lots of other people, then it can be a commercial winner as well.
Okay, excellent. So you reckon this is one that we're definitely going to see in the shops?
I would give this one a thumbs up.
Wicked, thank you very much.
Thanks.
The clockwork radio was an invention originally designed to be used by third world countries where grid electricity is virtually non-existent. Now here's another idea in a similar vein. Its inventor is Lindsey and the invention is called the Medisun system, and it's essentially a portable solar-powered fridge, and it's designed to be used by health workers to store vaccines out in the field. A fantastically simple idea which could save countless lives. Well, that's it from Glasgow for this week, but if you want to find out more about any of the inventions featured on this week's Inventions Plus, then point your browser at www.ukhorizons.co.uk.